relationship rehab. And on tonight, yes, as they say in the church, on tonight, we have a really good show for you. It is what it is, man. But thank God for Rumble. That's all I can say, man. And if you have not, please go subscribe to my Rumble, because this here ain't promised. And also, subscribe to the Guru and the Whore over on Rumble too. Tommy and I about to start doing our show again. Yeah. When are we as black folks? Everybody talk about when black community gonna ever come together. When black folks gonna ever get right. Will black folks ever be able to overcome? Oh, he been saying that shit for 40 years since I've been around. I think it needs to be a little bit more basic than that. I know this may be a shocker. But when are we as black folks just gonna treat each other with respect? When are we gonna treat each other with respect? How do I better myself? It's by doing the work myself. I need to work on myself by changing myself. How do I better my people? I need to change the thought process and the thought patterns of our people. Period. That's just what it is. Period. That's just what it is. I don't think that the social engineers were able to see it this far, but the idea and the premise to say, hey, if we can get the main decision maker and the leader out of the home, then we as the government can essentially control this group of people. And that's just something that has been factual with just society. When the man is not in charge of the home, when the man is not present in the home, then it leaves the family vulnerable. It just does. And so I believe that was done purposely for a position of control. What racist system is holding back the 3 black mayors? 3 black mayors. They don't fucking care. They let these niggas run over the streets. They let these niggas. I'm just saying. What system is holding back the mayor of Chicago? What racist system is holding back the mayor of New York? You tell me. Fill me in. Let me know what racist system got these mayors held back. Ain't none. And let me wrap up with this, and I'm going to my cigar. Thanks.
OG Panda Beef. Panda Beef.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy. I'm back. Yes, indeed. I'm Brian Redmond, and this is the Relationship Rehab. And on tonight, yes, as they say in the church, on tonight, we have a really good show for you. It is what it is, man. But thank God for Rumble. That's all I can say, man. And if you have not, please go subscribe to my Rumble, because this here ain't promised. And also, subscribe to the Guru and the Whore over on Rumble too. Tommy and I about to start doing our show again. Yeah. When are we as black folks? Everybody talk about when black community gonna ever come together. When black folks gonna ever get it right. Will black folks ever be able to overcome? Oh, he been saying that shit for 40 years, since I've been around. I think it needs to be a little bit more basic than that. I know this may be a shocker. But when are we as black folks just gonna treat each other with respect? When are we gonna treat each other with respect? How do I better myself? It's by doing the work myself. I need to work on myself by changing myself. How do I better my people? I need to change the thought process and the thought patterns of our people. Period. That's just what it is. Period. That's just what it is. I don't think that the social engineers were able to see it this far, but the idea and the premise to say, hey, if we can get the main decision maker and the leader out of the home, then we as the government can essentially control this group of people. And that's just something that has been factual with just society. When the man is not in charge of the home, when the man is not present in the home, then it leaves the family vulnerable. It just does. And so I believe that was done purposely for a position of control. What racist system is holding back the 3 black mayors? 3 black mayors. They don't fucking care. They let these niggas run over the streets. They let these niggas. I'm just saying. What system is holding back the mayor of Chicago? What racist system is holding back the mayor of New York? You tell me. Fill me in. Let me know what racist system got these mayors held back. Ain't none. And let me end wrap up with this, and I'm going to throw my thing out. Thanks.
Yo, can y'all hear me? Hold on now. Mic check. Okay. I think I can't hear my audio. Hold on now. I think I got it. Give me 1 second. Because I hear... Okay, there we go. It's a delay, but I hear like a double. All right, let's do this. I think I can fix that. Give me 2 seconds. Let's see. Oh, shit, I ain't got my camera on. There we go. All right, there go my camera. And let's see. Hold on. Hold up. And where is this at? Is it here? All right, is that better now? Can I hear? Nope, I can't hear myself. There we go. Okay, I need to be able to hear myself. And then I need to cut this out. So let's see. Nope, I can still do that. I can still hear it. So let's cut that back on. And let's do volume greater than 0 result in audio doubling. Okay, so we don't want to do that. So let's turn that up. Is that fixing it? Yes, no, maybe so. Oh, wait. Nope. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Oh my goodness. Mic check, microphone check, microphone check, microphone check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Nope, it's still doing it that way. So I need to go to this. Hold on. This guy. No additional output. Stream mix. Nope, that's fine. And that's fine. Let's see if it is here. Yo. All right, is that better? Nope, it's still doing it. It's still doing it. Still doing it. Still doing it. Yep, that's just changing that. And that is not making a difference. How do I turn off? What do I have to do to turn off that double? Hold on, guys. I know it's something that I'm doing, and I just need to fix it. But I want to make sure I'm doing it in the right program. And I think it's here. Jeez, oh, wait. Is it here? Hold up. Maybe that's it. I think that may be it. Let's see. Oh. Yep, I think that's it. All right. I think we got it. There we go. Okay. All right. Now I can do my thing. Let me get my headphones on. There we go. All right. Yep, I can hear myself now. And everything else sounds good. And we should be good. So hopefully everything is all good. All right. Welcome to the show, everybody. I am your host, Brian Redmond, and this is the Relationship Rehab. And we have a wonderful show tonight where we will be breaking down the Dexter Reed shooting shootout with the Chicago police. And shout out to my nephew he was the first one that sent me this. A few people actually did send me this. But my nephew was the first one, and he asked me to do it. So shout out to my nephew, Mally Mal. I'm doing this one for you. There we go. All right. So, I guess before we get started, one of the things I wanted to talk about today real quick, just because I got a couple minutes, is I don't know if you all have seen it or not, but there was this stabbing on a river in Wisconsin. And it was called the Wisconsin something. I think it was calling it the Wisconsin River Stabbings. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's what they called it. But it was definitely, they just convicted this guy of pretty much defending himself. So there were a bunch of teens that actually attacked this man because I guess he got into some type of fight or domestic dispute or whatever. And they called themselves coming to this woman's rescue, whatever the case may be. I'm not really too sure, but all I saw was a bunch of teens whooping this old man's ass. And then this old man pulled out a knife and started shanking people. He started stabbing people, and they just found him guilty. And I didn't really go into it and really like try to get any of the real details about it, but it just made me ask the question to say, well, damn, if a bunch of teens start whooping on my ass or start attacking me, I don't have a right to defend myself. I guess if I can't fight, then I just got to get my ass whooped. That's just it. And I don't know about that one. That one's a little tough for me to just try to accept that. I'm not just going to accept no ass whooping and nobody's like going to just come to my rescue. Nobody's going to help me. And I just got to take that. Like Diddy is just like, take that. That's it. You get your ass beat and you just, hey, hope for the best. I ain't understand that. That's crazy. But whatever. I guess that's how shit goes, or that's how the cookie crumbles. But that's a tough one to swallow, where you getting attacked by a bunch of teenagers and you can't defend yourself. I don't know. But I said I was going to look into it a little bit more just to try to get the ins and outs of it. But yeah, I just saw that off the bat and I was like, wait a minute, what? And because I saw the video and while they were reading the verdict, I was about to say the victim. While they were reading the verdict, they were showing like a video of like what was pretty much happening during like the little melee or whatever. And that was a bit much for me. I was like, man, this is crazy. I don't see how I could just get my ass whooped and still get found guilty. I don't know. Well, whatever. That's that Wisconsin shit, man. I'm telling you, dude. It's like, I guess my thing is just like, I don't know, but I can't see it. I can't. I mean, like I said, I haven't looked at the whole video, so I'm going to definitely do that and do my due diligence. But just right off the bat, that shit didn't seem right. I'm sorry, but that just did not seem like that was like copacetic for somebody to just go through that and trying to defend themselves and they going to be found guilty for defending themselves. I don't know. But hopefully we can, get to the bottom of it. I may even do a video about it and break that one down if that's the case. But that was wild as hell. I wanted to go ahead and get started and get right into the video. For those of you who may not know, just to give you a brief overview of what happened in this video, there was a guy, his name is Dexter Reed. No, it is not the Dexter Reed from Good Burger. His name is Dexter Reed, and he's pretty much a gentleman that he's been in trouble with the law once or twice before. Be that as it may, and even with that being said, what appears to be a simple traffic stop turns out to be an actual shootout where Dexter is killed by the police. And Dexter also shot and wounded one of the police officers. And oddly enough, like to my surprise, being in Chicago, there's protests about this. Of course, there's a lawsuit. I am so shocked and surprised that Ben Crump did not win the representation of this family in this lawsuit, but he's not, I don't think anyway. But yeah, it's one of those things to where it's like, I'm really surprised at the fact that even through the release of the video footage, because this just happened like last month, but they've released the video footage, and with that video footage being released, it's like they're making this like a questionable, shooting. And I don't know, but I don't see how it is, but we'll go ahead and we'll look at it and we'll break it down. You guys can tell me what you think about it. And hopefully, man, I hope that these officers don't get charged with this, because I guess the biggest contention and the biggest problem in this, and I'm definitely gonna go over this part. I've done this a couple of times before in a few other shootings. People seem to be upset and not making the point of this guy shooting the police officer, shooting at the police first, but they're on the contention and they're trying to contest the point of there being 96 shots. And I don't understand why this is a thing when they're police shootings, but there is no limit, shout out to Master P, on how many bullets you get to fire in a shootout. There is no way that you can just say, oh, well, they fired too many bullets. I mean, that's all subjective. You may think so, But that shouldn't be a point of contention to say, well, we think that it was, because of what occurred and the fact that this guy, he did what he did, but they shot him too many times. Well, usually in a shootout, somebody does get shot too many times, which is why they die. And one too many times could be one too many times. But they're trying to make it seem like, this is one of those things where they shouldn't have shot him that many times. And it wasn't that they shot him 96 times. It's just that there were 96 rounds fired. And it's not by one officer. This is several officers on the scene. One of their fellow officers gets shot. But this dude is the one that started it. And oddly enough, it seems like that's the focal point of this shooting. But be that as it may, let's go ahead and let's get into it. And we're going to start off with my favorite part of the show.
Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
There's my wife's lovely voice. She speaks so lovely. Don't you agree? Shout out to her. Shout out to my man Billy Go Gruff. Hit your boy with $2. Appreciate the donation, man, over there on the Rumble side of the game, my guy. All right. Let's go ahead and let's start this up the right way. And I want, because what I want to do is I want to actually look at the video first, and then so you guys can see it, and then I want to show you guys what the family is saying and what the news is saying. But let's go ahead and let's dive into it. So once I guess it's going to be this is going to take place from several different officers, body cams. So it's I think it's a 3-cam shoot. Yeah, I think it's 3 cameras that you're going to see, 3 different angles. But I want you guys to see, just how this occurred. Now, they have stopped him for not wearing his seatbelt. And here's the only thing that I'll say to that, in all fairness, because there's no footage of what occurred before the officers got out. But if you notice, this vehicle has tinted windows. And unless they were passing him and they were passing each other this way, I don't know how they could have saw him not wearing a seatbelt, unless they were going in one direction, he was going in the other, and then they bust the Yui and came around and hit him with the wig wags with the lights. That's the only way that I could see that. So I am hoping that happened. If that did not happen, then this is a whole different ball game. But I'm looking at it from that perspective, because you can see if somebody's wearing a seatbelt or not when you're driving by like that, especially with this dude having tint on the side on the side windows of his vehicle. So that's what I'm thinking what happened. But let's go ahead and let's keep going.
Roll the windows down.
Roll the window down, man.
Roll the window down. What are you doing?
Roll this one down.
Roll that one down too.
This one down.
Hey, don't roll the window up.
I'm not
Don't roll
rolling
the
up.
window up.
Okay.
Do not roll the window up.
Do not
Unlock the doors now. Unlock the doors now.
door.
Unlock the doors now. Open the door now. Open the door now. Open the door now. 1164 David, shots fired, shots fired. Hey! Hey! Shots fired. Ferdinand and Avers, 10-1, 10-1. Hey! Officers hit. We need ambulance officers hit.
All right. So just from that perspective there, you can pretty much see, and it's not so much as I guess the thing is this. When you look at the totality of the circumstances and you're talking about police officers making a traffic stop and they have I'm going to get to that, Solomon, and they have this thing to where there's you're approaching the vehicle, you cannot see into the vehicle and you don't know what's happening. And not just in this instance, but this is why police officers pull their guns out. This is why it is imperative and so important for people to understand, if you would just shut up and comply, there's a really good chance there's a 99.9% chance that you're not going to get shot. Why is he playing games with this window? Why is he playing games with the doors being locked? Now, here's what a lot of people are trying to contest and trying to say, they didn't identify themselves as the police. Here's my thing. Number one, you're going to see this. These people are dressed as police officers. Number one. Number two, if they were not police officers, how did he get pulled over? And this is where the bullshit happens. This is where the bullshit happens, because here's my thing. If they're riding around in an unmarked car, but we all know how the police are and how they roll when they're in plain clothes. So it's not like this person got pulled over, because let me ask you this. Who the fuck pulls over for police officers that they don't think are possibly police officers? I'll wait. If you think that some people are pulling you over are not police officers, how did you get stopped in the first place? How did you get stopped in the first place? You didn't see no lights? Bullshit. It's lights in the police car. So it's not a thing to where, oh, he didn't know who they was. It could have been some people trying to carjack him. Bullshit. Because they had to have hit him with the lights in order to get him to pull over. So that's the first little thing. That's the first issue that I'm debunking, as far as how they're trying to make it seem like he didn't know who this was and he was just defending himself. Nope. The other point is, you tell me the last time you've seen, and please, anyone who has any type of footage, show it to me, send it to me so that I can try to help justify your point. You show me video footage. Show me some video footage of some carjackers being led by a woman wearing body cams. I'm going to wait for that too. So those are the two things right there that we talking about just in the door. And y'all let me know if y'all heard that Jeopardy music. I mean, not Jeopardy music, but Who Wants to Be a Millionaire music. Please let me know that, because I can't remember if I got that working or not. But here's my thing. You talking about some carjackers wearing bulletproof vests, riding around in a police car or an unmarked car with police lights, and then you're saying that they are led by a female carjacker and they're just trying to get him to keep his window down and asking him what is wrong with him. And thank you, I appreciate that. And they're telling him to open the door and let down the window, and they carjack him. PH says, where do I send the video? TheRelationshipRehab@gmail.com. But you tell me when you seen a woman leading a team of carjackers, everybody wearing bulletproof vests in a car, in an unmarked police car that has police lights on it. What you call wig wags, whatever you want to call it. At the very least, they got wig wags. Most of them now have the lights on the inside of the car, and you can't see them until they actually hit you with the lights and you getting the strobe and all that stuff. I'm sorry. Yes, you're right, Paco. Let me make sure I say that. a white female carjacker. White police officers and white boys and black older men carjacking. Y'all show me that video where somebody got carjacked with motherfuckers wearing body cams, looking to be in their mid to late 30s, and they're in a car kind of dressed like, I don't know, undercover police officers. It's such bullshit. And people try to make it seem, well, you never know. And if that's the case, if you never knew, you shouldn't have pulled your ass over in the first place. If I'm driving and I see a car behind me hitting me with strobe lights like a police car, and I pull over and I think that they're not police officers, I'm going to pull off. And I'm going to drive to the police station. Not a problem. But there is nobody who can show me video footage. There is nobody who can show me an instance where a team of people dressed like police officers was actually carjackers and that fit those parameters. Mind you, this is somebody who has a record, who has done some fuck shit before. So it's not like, and I'm just saying that because I'm bringing that up as a point of saying he ain't, not new to the police. This is just what his record is. We ain't talking about if he's ever had any other actions or any other interactions with the police. This is simply just what we factually know of him actually being charged and being arrested as a criminal for breaking the law. Not to mention any other time he may have gotten a traffic ticket, or been involved in a traffic stop. We know that there's been at least 1 to 2 other incidents where he's had a run-in with law enforcement. So it's not like he's foreign to what police are, what they do, how they look in the city of Chicago. It's such bullshit. And I don't even know why they're trying to make it to where that's something that we didn't know. He didn't know that was the police. Bullshit. I know it was the police. Y'all know it was the police. Niggas know 12. Niggas know 50. Whatever you want to call it. We know who the cops are. And we know good and goddamn well ain't no ring of carjackers gonna be led by some middle-aged white woman. A white woman. We all know that for damn sure. If somebody's gonna do something to me bad, I damn sure know it ain't gonna be no middle-aged white woman dressed up in a bulletproof vest and a body cam. So I am gonna pretty much assume that this bitch is the police. Let's go ahead.
Do not roll the window up. Do not roll it up. Unlock the doors. Unlock the doors now. Unlock the door now. Open the door now. Open the door now. Open the door now.
So we see that's 2 white folks, right? That's 2. So we got the white female police officer, and then we got this white male police officer.
Where?
Boy, it sounds like a Chinese New Year, don't it? All they need is one of them dragons going up around this motherfucker. Them big ass dragons that they have. God damn. Wild as hell.
Stop firing.
So that's body cam 2, right? All right.
Do not roll the
Oh, do you see that, guys? Let me take it back for you, just so you can see. Just a wee bit. Watch this. Pay attention to this part of the screen right over here on the left side. Look at the left side of the screen here, and you guys tell me what you see. Right in the bottom left corner. See that little light flickering? So this isn't just a regular vehicle. It has police strobe lights in it. Fancy that. So there are actually police strobe lights. So why the fuck would you not think that this is not the police? Tell me that. How would you not think that's the police? You got flashing lights, you got white woman, you got white man, and do y'all really think if they were carjackers that they would be jacking this fucking raggedy piece of shit? Really? Really? This is the hot vehicle now that the Kia boys are after. This one here. Yeah, now let's carjack this motherfucker. Yeah, the one with the fucked up side panel. Yeah, we gonna get that car. Yeah, let's get that car, guys. We're going to get top dollar for that. All 4 of us. We can jump out and we can go get this motherfucker. Yeah, come on. Straight bullshit. But you do see that this is an unmarked police cruiser. Plain and simple. With police strobe lights. So the whole idea of he didn't know they were the police. He didn't know that that was the police. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. And then let's get to the whole coup. Well, I'm going to let this go. And then we'll get to the coup de grace.
Both hands up. Unlock the doors now. Unlock the doors now.
Oh, wait a minute. What is that? What is that writing on his... What is that writing on the back of his jacket? I can't see it. And he looks to be white too. But what is that? What does that say? Let me see if I can focus in on that. Is that P-O? Oh shit, my glasses. I don't know. It's just these glasses and the footage is so grainy. I don't know. What does that say? P-O-L-I. Wait, let me squint with one eye. I-C-E? Ice? Police? Oh, police! So these guys are dressed like fucking undercover police officers. Do you see the outside the waistband holster, bulletproof vest? I'm damn sure 1000% positive that she has on a bulletproof vest with her open coat. So this whole idea of thinking that these are some fucking carjackers and they're not identified as police officers is bullshit. These motherfuckers ain't police officers. Shit. Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm not trying to hear that. So this motherfucker damn sure know who these people were. Carjackers don't dress like this. Carjackers don't behave like this. And carjackers don't look like this in Chicago. Plain and simple. You ain't gonna find no middle-aged white motherfuckers dressed up like police officers jacking cars. You ain't gonna find it. And they ain't gonna be jacking that type of fucking car. It's just not gonna happen. So I don't want to hear this whole, he didn't know. It's bullshit. There's too many identifiable traits to show that these are undercover police officers. So no, they don't have to say, we're the police. It's too much shit that shows that.
Open the door now. Open the door now. Open the door.
And even that nigga that's over there that gets shot, unfortunately. So what is that? 1, 2, 3 white folks and a black dude? And even the nigga got on a bulletproof vest and he wearing a hoodie. So even if you wanted to mistake him as a nigga that's trying to rob you, I get it. I'll give you that. But the 3 white folks with the white woman leading the team, that outweighs all that shit. That outweighs all of that. That and I'm just saying, just from that initial part of the stop, that lets you know what you're dealing with. These ain't no goddamn carjackers. And I don't know why motherfuckers are lying, trying to spin the narrative to say that it ain't.
You can't handle the truth.
I know they can't. Because the truth of the matter is, that dude know exactly who the fuck pulled him over when he got pulled over.
Open the door.
And here's my other little tidbit. This is just from law enforcement expertise and experience. Do you see the way that the vehicle, the police officer's vehicle, is in front of his vehicle? You know what that indicates? That indicates that they had been following his ass with the lights on and the motherfucker didn't pull over. So that means he's riding dirty and didn't want to pull over. He could have been smoking or drinking or whatever the fuck. He didn't want to pull over. And they had to pretty much do a maneuver to where they blocked the car. So he knew good and goddamn well what was going on. He was just on bullshit from the start. That's why he didn't want to let down the window. He let it down, let it up. That's why he wouldn't unlock the door. And then that's why he shot first. Mm-hmm.
Is St. Louis good?
Nope, St. Louis ain't good. St. Louis is shot.
Hey, shots fired! Pick it up!
Now, in all fairness and in my professional opinion, once he's down, you can stop shooting. So if you wanted to count up the shots up until that point, I'm giving you that. I'm giving every shot that's let loose up to that point. I hear you. What the fuck he's doing now?
Where's St. Louis? You hit? Are you hit? Give me your suit. Let me see you. I'm hit.
Yeah, St. Louis got hit.
Hey, put your window down, man.
Somebody else. This the black officer. This the one that got shot.
Hey, hold this one down, too.
See that?
Give me your suit. Let me see you.
Hold on. I want to see something because I'm trying to see if you can even see the lights. If you can see even more lights this way.
Hey,
Let's see.
Put your window down, man.
Look at the truck.
Hey, hold this one down, too.
I couldn't see if there are lights on that. Oh, they're probably on the windshield. I couldn't see it. Yeah, you can't see it that way. Okay. And they got their badges out front. You just saw that officer get out.
Unlock it.
So that officer that just got out the car, you can definitely see he has his badge hanging in front too. So this motherfucker damn sure knew that this was the police. Plain and simple. He knew it. And I'm going to tell you this. Dexter Reed ain't shit for shooting the brother first. He could have shot, well, he had 3 white folks out there and you couldn't shoot nan one of them white folks first. You had to shoot the brother. And this is why we have black on black crime, people. Why you gonna shoot the nigga first? How come why folk can't you shoot these 3? You had the option of 3 other white people. 2 white boys and a white girl. Hey, man, spread the shit around. Why not shoot one of them first? They was the one that ran up on your car first and everything. He gonna shoot the nigga named St. Louis. That's the one I'm shooting. Old St. Louis. It's like, goddamn, man. We even do it to each other, even when they the police. We gonna shoot a nigga first. That's just fucked up. I'm just saying. Dexter, you ain't shit for that. You know good and goddamn well you could have shot any one of them other white folks, but he decided, no, I'm gonna shoot the nigga first. I don't know, man. It's the worst of us does the worst of us. Does the worst to us. I'm just saying. That's insane. I ain't shit, I know. St. Louis got that arm just hanging, ain't it? Y'all see him? St. Louis right now at this point, he's just trying not to go to the gulag. That's just where he's at with it. He like, man, let me get the fuck back here. Let my team take care of these motherfuckers, because I know my next stop is the gulag. I ain't trying to go to the ghoulie. This is my first time, goddamn. St. Louis hit like a motherfucker, boy.
Ferdinand and Evers. Shots fired. I'm shot.
Ferdinand and Evers.
I'm hit.
He said, I'm hit.
I'm hit. Right here. I'm hit.
Where's he at?
I'm hit.
Hey,
He's hit.
Hey, my gun right here.
Let me see it. Let me see it. Hey, you're good, Taylor. You're good. You're good, brother. You're good.
No.
And shout out to St. Louis for holding on to that walkie the whole time. That's what's up. He held on to that walkie the whole time. That's what I'm talking about. That's a nigga there that won't fumble. I like him. Way to go, St. Louis.
Hey, squad. Officers, hit the arm.
He said nigga forgot to duck. He bogus as hell, Mo.
Okay. Look it up. You good, brother?
St. Louis like, God damn, man, I can't believe this shit. This is fucked up. That's what St. Louis like. Like, man, St. Louis is thinking what I'm saying. St. Louis this whole time is thinking, man, why in the fuck did I get shot, man? Why this brother shoot me, man? How come he ain't shooting none of them white folks? He could have shot O'Leary. He could have shot Scottsdale. He could have shot what's another white name? Shit, I don't know. McMathers. He could have shot any one of them three. Why he got to shoot St. Louis? Spread that shit around, man. God damn. But that's pretty much what happened in just the whole incident. Now, you all have seen it. I've seen it, and we've seen it not from one, not from two, but from 3 different angles, right? And my thing is this. This shouldn't even be up for discussion. You shoot at the police, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get shot. And 9 times out of 10, you're going to get shot a lot. And you're going to get shot a lot more. Right, Flanagan, there we go. That's a good name. Between Flanagan, O'Leary, and Scottsdale, those 3 could have got shot instead of St. Louis. Shit's crazy, man. I just don't see it. Like, God damn it, St. Louis. God damn it, St. Louis. I know St. Louis mad than a motherfucker, man. St. Louis like, man, why the fuck did I get shot? I know he like, can you believe this shit? The only nigga out here, and I'm the one to catch heat first. Crazy. Officer Foley. Mo, you bogus. Officer Foley. What did you put it away for? You can't do that. All right, so let's check this out. Now, here's the news. And y'all just watch this. Y'all watch how they spend this shit.
The former CEO of Chicago Public Schools is now weighing in on that body camera footage showing the deadly shooting of Dexter Reed. CPD released that video on Tuesday. They say it all started when they stopped Reed for not wearing a seatbelt. The preliminary investigation shows Reed fired at police first. Then police responded, firing nearly 100 rounds in less.
And these motherfuckers talking about justice for Dexter Reed. I don't get it. How are we still this stupid? How are we still this stupid? This justice, man, he need justice. What the fuck kind of justice does he need? If he just would have pulled over, he wouldn't have got shot. If he just would have let his window down, he wouldn't have got shot. If he just would have unlocked the fucking door, he wouldn't have got shot. If he just wouldn't have let his window back up, he wouldn't have got shot. And here's the kicker. If he just wouldn't have shot a police officer first, he wouldn't have gotten shot. Can you believe that shit?
Gotcha, bitch.
Justice, just a few of those things would have kept his ass here on earth. Just a few. I'm just saying. Had he done just a few of those things, one or two. Of course, it always helps when you don't shoot at the police. The other one, I would probably say, probably gonna work out to your advantage if you let your window down. You should probably not let your window back up. And you should pretty much, get out the car when they tell your ass to get out the car. And yes, whatchamacallit said the black dude didn't even have his gun out and he got shot. Ain't that about a bitch? But let's go ahead.
Less than a minute. In a tweet, Paul Vallis said, in part, don't shoot cops. When you shoot at cops, let alone wound one, they are going to shoot back and not count the bullets. He goes on to say cops were shot at 68 times in 2023 and 55 times in 2022. He also called for the chief of the Civilian Office of Police Accountability to be fired. Earlier today on Good Day Chicago, a law professor from the University of Chicago spoke about the shooting and the reaction to this video. He says COPA should be praised for the video release. He believes the agency is trying to be transparent.
COPA should be commended for that. If I take us back,
that motherfucking name is Craig
when I first got
Futterman.
a call from someone from within law enforcement about the shooting and killing of 17-year-old Laquan McDonald, we had to fight and force the city and sue them in court for more than a year before we forced that video to be released. Now it is a matter of standard policy and practice.
And you know why that was? You know why that happened? That's because at that time, the mayor, old nine finger, Rahm Emanuel, he was up for election when Laquan McDonald got shot. And he purposely, intentionally held that video back from being released because he knew it would have hurt him for re-election. And furthermore, they also found Laquan McDonald's ain't shit mama who didn't even have custody of him and gave that bitch $5 million to keep her fucking mouth shut. And the bitch took the money and she did. That's the truth. So all this shit, well, we got COPA because we had to petition the court. You had to petition the court because Rahm Emanuel, nine finger having corrupt ass, held the motherfucking footage back. That's exactly why it happened. And they didn't have any other further pushback because the only other motherfucker who could have came forward and forced this shit to get released would have been the mama. But that drug fiend, dope fiend, ain't shit bitch. She took the $5 million and she went and sat her punk ass down somewhere. So good old justice for Laquan wasn't no justice for Laquan because Laquan ain't shit mama took the fucking money. She took the money.
This bitch got
She took the money, and that's what fucked them over. She fucked over her son to get the money as opposed to getting justice for her son.
And so I think we're in a incredibly different place than
Thanks,
we were
Billy.
10
Go hit
years
your boy with
ago.
another buck.
This case, of course, still under investigation.
Appreciate you, bro. But it's like when we talking about we just want to get justice. They always doing it to us black folk. Us black folk, we always getting it. We always getting it. This always happen. It's a bunch of bullshit, man. Plain and simple. It's bullshit. Because the minute a motherfucker come with a sideline, backdoor, under the table deal, what his mother did. The bitch who didn't even have, she wasn't even fit enough to have custody of this boy. And what she do? Yeah, I'll take that money. It's exactly what she went and did. Unbelievable. But ain't nobody gonna say shit about that. Everybody keep their mouth closed when that shit happen. Ain't nobody boycotting her motherfucking ass. Nope. It's the white man that doing this to us. They always doing it to us. Man, please. That's what happened when you have an ain't shit bitch as a mama and there's some money involved. She gonna fuck over her own son so she can get paid.
Thanks for being here today. My name is Andrew M. Stroth. I'm a civil rights attorney, managing director of Action Injury Law Group, which is a national civil rights law firm headquartered in Chicago. Honored to be here with my co-counsel partner, Stephen Hart, from Hart, McLaughlin, and Eldridge. My other co-counsel partner, Sheila Betty, from Northwestern University School of Law and the Community Civil Rights Clinic.
I'm so surprised. I know right now that motherfucking whatchamacallit is turning over in and he's just sick to his stomach. Ben Crump is just pissed the fuck off that he's not up there. I'm going to be so surprised if he don't find his way into this.
We're also here, you can see behind me, the family and extended family of Dexter Reed. We have Nicole Banks, his mother, Portia Banks, Dexter's sister, Dexter's father, Dexter Banks Sr., other uncle, Roosevelt Banks, and other family and friends.
Yep, you couldn't even see the father, could you? Couldn't even see the father, could you? That's how it is, though. But that's us.
Let's take a minute and talk about who Dexter Reed was. 26 years old, played basketball at Westinghouse, led the team to a regional championship. Dexter later became a student athlete at Morton College, where he obtained his associate's degree. His friends and family affectionately called him Buki. Dexter.
What you say now, Chuck? And that's a for sure right on.
They affectionately called him Buki. Yep, you heard it. Buki. He's 26. And the first thing they talked about his accomplishments, he led his team at Westinghouse to a championship. That was what? 6 years ago? 7 years ago? No, that was 8 years ago. What the fuck else has he been doing since then? That would make you just want to ask that, right? Well, damn, if they saying this, what has he been doing, since that time? Since if that first thing they talk about is he was in high school. We talking about his high school accolades. Like, what else could he been doing? It just makes you, it's like, it's just one of those things where it just makes you want to question that, just to ask the question, say, well, why would they have to go back that far to talk about what this young man has accomplished in life, or what this young man is actually doing with his life? It's like, why wouldn't they just, come with all of the accolades and all of the stuff that he's done? Why wouldn't they talk about that? Well, you know why? Because this motherfucker has been committing crimes since then. That's why. Matter of fact, let me see if I got this picture. Shit. Can't see if I got it or not. Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold up. Wait. Let's see. I think I do. Because I had to put it over here. Would it be at the bottom? Oh, wait, let me see if it's at the bottom. Nope, can't see it at the bottom. God damn it. God damn it. Yeah, I don't even see this. I don't even see the picture that I had from. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me check this. I'll play this while we're looking at that, while I'm trying to find this picture. Yeah, let me close this. And let's hit play.
He enjoyed playing hoops. He enjoyed healthy eating. He enjoyed cooking. He loved spending time at his sister Portia's shop. Dexter's goal was to be a broadcaster. So let's talk about why we're here today, and why Mayor Johnson and State's Attorney Kim Foxx and Chief of COPA just gave their press conference. We're here today because on March 21st, something really tragic happened in the city of Chicago. What we witnessed on the video that we watched with the family yesterday was tactical officers, plain clothes, unmarked SUV, wearing hoodies and baseball caps, pulling over Dexter for not wearing a seatbelt. These officers never announced they were police officers. And then what we witnessed, Dexter got out of his car, unarmed, and was shot by the police. Based on the COPA report that you all received this morning, 96 rounds were fired by these officers. So let's say that again. 96 rounds were fired by these tactical officers. And what also happened is if you watch the end of the video, you see an officer military style executing Dexter while he laid by his vehicle, unarmed and helpless. Last Friday,
oh, now he's unarmed and helpless.
Funeral, this family
wow.
said their last goodbyes to Dexter. Now that this family has watched the video and seen the evidence,
unbelievable,
we are demanding action. We also believe that Mayor Brandon Johnson is committed to change. We believe that under his leadership, Chicago can change. He spoke with the family on Saturday afternoon. He committed to a full and transparent investigation. So where do we go next? We're asking the Johnson administration to commit to the consent decree. There we go. Sheila Betty and her team, Craig Futterman and his team have worked tirelessly to advance the consent decree, and there's been a total lack of compliance. We're specifically asking the mayor and Police Chief Snelling to disband these tactical units that have been terrorizing communities, folks in communities on the west and south sides. We're also asking that Superintendent Snelling strip the officers involved with this fatal and unjustified shooting. We're asking
I don't see
Chief
it.
Kirsten from COPA to continue her investigation. We're also asking, if you watch the objective video evidence, that State's Attorney Kim Foxx move swiftly to get justice for this family in what we think there should be a criminal indictment against some of these officers.
And here's my thing. What would be the criminal indictment for? What is the criminal indictment for? Why would you say that this guy they should indict the police officer for what? Getting shot at? Yeah, we're gonna indict y'all. Why? Because y'all got shot and y'all got shot at. And yeah, pretty much that's what we're gonna go with that and see what can stick from there. It's like, how do you just even justify that when you talking about? I mean, because here's the thing. Basically, the fact that he got shot, that there's a police officer got shot, they don't give a shit about that. They don't give a shit about that. They just like, hey, so what? So if he would have killed the police officer, hey, so what? It's like, come on, man. Where is this other video that shows what the hell he got? Because oh, wait, let me see this. I can do his criminal record. That's what I'll do. Yeah, let me find that and then I'll pull it up.
In Springfield to advance
I thought I had it, but I didn't.
Related to disciplinary police actions, keep those hearings public and in the open for all of us to see and witness. This family doesn't want this to happen to anyone else. This family also doesn't want any violence in this city based on this incident. What we know is what started on March 21st as a pretextual, unconstitutional, and unreasonable search, and then 96 shots later, and then 3 or 4 additional shots shot into Dexter is unimaginable, and that's why this family and we are here today. Dexter is not here because of the actions and inactions of this administration and this police chief.
He said the police chief too. Damn.
How many more young black and brown young men need to die before this city will change? We're asking for a collective commitment.
So he's saying that he's not here because of the police. Fuck the fact that he shot the police. That don't matter. Oh no. He's not here because of him just getting pulled over by the police and they just shot him. He didn't do nothing. Fuck him having a gun. Fuck all this shit. Him not wearing his seatbelt. Fuck all that. That don't matter. He's not here because of these police officers and including the police chief. Right. How is that they're even able to fix their lips to say that shit? It's unbelievable, man. Let's keep going.
From the city and community stakeholders to advance change. Next, I want to introduce my co-counsel partner, Stephen Hart.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Stephen Hart from the law firm of Hart, McLaughlin, and Eldridge. It's a very important day in this city. The city, COPA, the state's attorney have all made statements relating to the shooting of Dexter Reed. It's now the family's turn to address the media. It cannot be lost on the public that the Reed family lost their beloved son, brother, nephew. He was precious to them. And what's worse is that he lost his life at the hands of those that took an oath to serve and protect him. The explanation that we're getting today.
Now, let me check that.
Is that
Casamaz
was pulled over for failing to wear his seatbelt. Now,
oh wait, Nazario.
Many
I think I know what that is. Is that military dude
jumping out of an unmarked police car with their guns drawn for a simple traffic violation of not wearing your seatbelt?
Great question. It's because he didn't pull over when they hit him with the lights. Guarantee you that. He didn't pull over when they hit him with the lights. Yeah, so he also has a felony gun case. There you go. He got pulled over. I mean, not pulled over, but he got arrested on a gun case of unlawful carrying a gun. Basically, he had an illegal gun in the city of Chicago. So that's his as far as his record and stuff goes. I was trying to see if he had any additional charges, but there's one definitely for sure that he had where his ass had a gun he wasn't licensed to have or to carry a firearm, and he had one. So there we go with that little nugget of information. Let me see if this is Kazama, you talking about that that case where the dude got pulled over by the police? I think that's what I'm thinking. If that's the case, what I wanted to do, I wanted to see if because I can look at that video, but I think when I looked at it that I wanted to have a debate with you on that if this is the same thing I'm thinking about. I think this is the one that I wanted to have you on to debate on. I thought I responded to you to say we can come on and we can do a show and we can discuss that. I think that's what it was. If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, but that's what I thought it was. Yeah, that was the Army officer in Virginia. Yep. That got maced. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Okay. Yeah, email me, man, and let's try to put something together where we can actually talk about that. because I still got the position I got on it. So yeah, so let's see if we can do it if you want to. If not, then I could just go ahead and just cover it. But yeah, that's what I wanted to do with that. I remember that particular video, and you sent it to me, and I watched it. But that's what I was thinking about discussing it, man, and having a discussion about that. So yeah, so you kick that around and let me know what you want to do, and we can set something up and get her done. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward a little bit after this.
Dexter did not run. There was no chase. They asked him to roll down his window. He did.
And then he rolled it back up.
And in response,
they asked him to get out the car. He didn't. They asked him to show his hands. Or did they say show his hands? I don't think they did. But he rolled the window down, rolled the window back up, and he wouldn't get out the car. And then they didn't ask him to shoot at them, but he did.
He got guns in his face for not wearing a seatbelt. To us, to the family, that sounds disproportionate.
Hey, Kazama, email me the link to that YouTube video. Email me just the link to it. So like when you click on the video, find the video. When you click on it, go up in the search bar once you click on the video and just email me that link again so I can make sure I got it.
It sounds pretextual. There is a problem with policing in this city when Fox his vehicle. And finally, they fire away after reloading their clips 3 times.
You don't reload clip. They didn't reload their clips. They reloaded their firearms with an additional magazine. That's what they did.
On a young man who was lying on the ground, having already been shot multiple times. It doesn't seem.
And that's because he shot the police. Why they just like leaving that little caveat out, I have no idea. But they sure do love it. Isn't that something? That's just amazing to me how they just keep leaving that part out.
Right to this family.
So you already heard that the Reed family had our TAC teams are violent, aggressive, racist. I am quoting the Department of Justice.
She said violent. That's what the TAC teams are. Violent, aggressive, and racist. Well, you know what? So are the fucking criminals in the goddamn city.
Chicago Police Department TAC teams are out on the hunt. That is precisely what happened to Dexter Reed. Ununiformed officers.
What the fuck else do you do with wolves? Do you just walk up to them and pet them? Do you say nice things to them? What else do you do with the wolves that are amongst the sheep, fucking ravaging the herd of sheep, aka the people or sheeple, day in and day out? Even Mario Van People said, hey man, I need some New Jack cops to take down a New Jack drug dealer.
Unmarked cars, a traffic stop.
Yes, that's usually what police officers ride in that are not in uniform. Unmarked cars.
For a seatbelt that begins with officers, guns out, pointing, screaming commands. Next, let's talk about de-escalation. Every single thing, every single police officer did it.
Oh, you mean like what Officer St. Louis tried to do? Tried to de-escalate? But he got shot, didn't he? Ain't that some shit?
This encounter escalated it over and over. From coming out of the car with their guns out, to screaming commands, to brandishing their weapons inside the window. Escalated. Yes. Over and over and over again. Then, of course.
How about the weapon that he brandished? And then shot? How about that?
There's the use of force, which lacked proportionality. None of those officers saw Dexter Reed as a beloved community member, son, nephew.
Hell, Dexter Reed didn't see himself as a beloved community member. That's why he had the gun.
Saw him as prey, and that was reflected in the 96 shots. After Dexter was lying on the ground, bleeding out, they did not render him the aid that they are required.
Because they didn't want to get shot again, ma'am. Haven't you heard that song by Andre 3000? When 96 ain't enough. Ooh, 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 ooh. When 96 ain't enough. Shit, man, I wish I would be trying to worry about and be compassionate for a motherfucker that just shot me or just shot my fucking partner, and now I gotta go and be officer friendly to this motherfucker. Man, I wish I fucking would. I wish I fucking would. There's no way I'm gonna go and try to do that, and this motherfucker done shot at us and shot my partner. No fucking way. There's no way I'm gonna do that.
You dumb son of a bitch!
You dumb son of a bitch.
To do. They allowed him to lay there.
Yes.
They didn't aid him, as is required by the consent decree, as is required by the law. These are not just the actions of...
I don't know if they did. They didn't do it immediately. No, because he had a gun and he just shot someone. But we haven't seen the rest of that footage to see if they rendered him aid or not. I don't know.
Individual bad officers. These are the result of systemic deficiencies that have persisted despite the millions of dollars that have been invested
Oh my
in
God.
reform, in the consent decree, in the accountability apparatus. Justice for Dexter Reed requires changing these policies for once and for all, and an end to the empty platitudes. Thank you.
And I wonder if this bitch will be the same one up there for Officer St. Louis. Didn't mention none of that shit, did they? And they always screaming justice. Whatever. I'd have more respect for if you was just up there trying to get the money. I really would. But y'all trying to make this out to be, we're trying to get justice. Bullshit.
Now we're going to hear from Portia Banks, P-O-R-S-C-H-A, Banks, B-A-N-K-S, the sister of Dexter Reed.
We just want answers.
Oh, wow. Here we
Regardless
go.
of the person that they try to portray Dexter as, he was not one of those.
I'm one of them, not one of those. Now, I have not seen this. I have not seen her. But I can tell you right now what she about to do. She's about to come with some fake ass tits. She been back there all this time, ain't said shit. And now she gets up talking about, we just want justice. We just want justice. And watch her come up and work up some motherfucking tits. I just know it. I know what she's about to do. I know it. I could just, I'm almost 1000% sure that that's what she's going to do. I just know it. But we going to see. We are going to see. Let's just watch. So ain't cried or nothing. Watch.
Why does the police keep doing this to young black African men? If he was supposed to get pulled over for a traffic stop, why did they have 4 guns pointed at him? He was scared. And after he was already on the ground, dead, they still put him in cuffs instead of checking to see was he breathing. They shot at him 96 times. They reloaded the clip 3 times.
She said reload the clip.
It must stop. It ain't the first person it happened to. And if this don't be justice, if they not held accountable.
If this don't be justice. Let me tell y'all something, black people, niggas, whatever. Just because there's an opportunity for you to speak, don't mean you have to. And usually, you probably shouldn't if you're not well spoken. Which means, when I say well spoken, which means you're not used to public speaking. You don't do public speaking often. I ain't talking about you talking on live. That ain't public speaking. If you're not used to or accustomed to public speaking, when you're in the public and you're on a public stage, you probably shouldn't speak publicly. That's what we have lawyers for, and that's what you have publicists for, or spokesmen, or whatever the case may be. Pick the most well-spoken person out of the family if you want, and let that person do the talking, as opposed to you getting up there literally just abusing the English language. It's a bad look.
It won't be the last person.
It won't be the last person.
I really can't explain the pain.
You sure can't.
My family is going
Oh,
through.
we talking about the pain.
But I just hope that there's people out there that understand he was a son, he was a brother, he was an uncle, he had loved ones. He was somebody very important. He was not in the streets. And the image that they're trying to portray him to be, that was not him. And everybody that know him knows Dexter was a loving young guy. He was very, very mannerable. And I hate that this happened to us. And I hope that they can hold these detectives accountable, the 11th district accountable, the jump out, whatever they call them, to be
She was about to say the jump out boys.
5 deep in the car. If it was a traffic arrest and he was to get arrested, where was he gonna sit? If it's 3 in the back and 2 in the front, where was he gonna sit? I don't think that that's what they...
Now, that is a great question. Time out, because I can answer that. Let's just say that that's what it was, and that's the point that she's trying to make is that they didn't have nowhere for him to sit. That's true that they didn't have any place for him to sit in that car. However, what they will do is they will call a paddy wagon to come pick that motherfucker up and take him to jail if he's going to jail. Or they will call a traffic car to write him a ticket. Or they will give him a warning and say, hey, man, wear your motherfucking seatbelt from now on. So that is true. But here's the thing. And I get the fact that just some people don't know how the police work. I get that part. I don't have an expectation for that. But you should know the law. Because here's the other part to that. And this is what I'm going to say because it's the fucking truth. And when it comes to the truth, we got plenty of people that just...
You can't handle the truth.
If he was such a respectful, mannerable pillar of the community, if he was a son, an uncle, a brother, a friend, if he was all of those wonderful things, why wouldn't he just let the window down and let the police write him a ticket? Because y'all do realize if he was such an upstanding guy and he just didn't do no wrong to nobody, Dexter Reed would still be alive if he was just willing to take a ticket. I'm going to let that just let that marinate on your mind and just realize that at worst case scenario, if he was such a great young man, if he was such a pillar of the community, if he was just the nicest guy ever and was respectful and mannerable and all of those wonderful things that they're saying that he is, y'all tell me, family, why he wouldn't just take a ticket. And I'm going to take it a step further. If he's such this wonderful law-abiding citizen, why wouldn't he be wearing a seatbelt? Why wouldn't he be wearing a seatbelt? And if he didn't, where to see, but let's just say he forgot. He was in a hurry helping the people of the community. And he got pulled over by the police. Why wouldn't he just take the ticket? Why would he be playing games with the window, not unlocking the door, and then be the first person to shoot at the police? Y'all tell me what great upstanding young man is the first to shoot at the police. I'll wait. Y'all tell me who that young man is. Show me the young man that is just an upstanding pillar of the community, friend to everyone, enemy to none, and is the first motherfucker to shoot at the police. Just saying.
Was trying to do. I don't know, but I just hope that my brother gets justice. Not for the family, but for everyone else out here that had to go through the same thing. They should just take them off the streets. Because if they don't, it's going to keep happening. Constantly happening. And it's not fair. It's not fair to us. It's not fair to the others. And as well as they have family, if they want to go home to his family, he could have went home to his family as well.
He sure could have. If he would have just complied, he surely could have just went home with a ticket in his hand at worst. Worst case scenario, he could have went home with a ticket. Worst case scenario. Worst case. Just saying. And I'm really trying to read to see what that hat says, because I think it just says at the top, badass or baddie only is what I think that hat says. Why you felt the need to wear that with all that weave tucked up under that motherfucker, I have no idea. But that's how we do when we come out in the streets, out in the world. Yeah, the hat says baddies only. So she's a baddie. Okay, she's a fucking baddie, bitch. They killed my brother. I'm a baddie. So what? I'm still a bad bitch. Why would you be dressed like that? I guess, but that's us. And I stand corrected. I just knew she was going to work up some tears, but I guess she didn't. So, hey, she kept it a buck.
We're going to now hear from Roosevelt Banks, the uncle of Dexter Banks. Dexter Reed, Roosevelt Banks.
I just want to say, after looking at the video footage yesterday and seeing police officers jump out of a vehicle with hoodies on, guns drawn, if I was in that situation, I would be terrified. I wouldn't know how to specifically react other.
Did he say specifically? Yes, he did.
Then to protect myself.
That's all I got to say.
If I was in that situation, I would be terrified. I wouldn't know how to specifically react.
Yes, he did say specifically.
If that was the case.
Come on, y'all. We just gotta do better, man. Not like this. Not like this. I'm come.
Yo, this shit is unbelievable.
Like, come on, man.
But just to know that after he was shot up in the car, he got out of the car and then proceeded to put his hands up, and you shot him more times as he fell, and then you continued as you added clips to your gun. That is nothing but plain murder to me.
Murder.
And see, if anybody that understands this department in the Chicago, this has always been the same thing. And so if we don't at some point try to exercise the federal government to conduct an investigation on not just the police that did that to my nephew, but the 11th district, which is known for years to have this same history of violence against people of color. And I want my nephew's name to never be forgotten. And I want the city and this country to change the way they police our citizens. Because if you don't, at some point, there'll never be another way of ending this. And I just want to say, I miss my nephew. He was an athlete. He was a special person.
Yes, he said athlete, not athlete, but that's us.
He prided himself on being healthy, exercising, and so to lose him in that manner with someone that you're supposed to have been protected by, it just leaves a part in my soul that.
And look, y'all remember this now. This ain't no 15-year-old kid, 16-year-old kid that's when you drive. This ain't no 16-year-old kid who just got his license. This is a 26-year-old grown-ass man who's had run in with the police before and know how this shit go. But he decided to say, fuck it.
Will never be able to be replaced. And I just want to say, justice for my nephew.
Justice for Daddy.
I say justice for St. Louis. Fuck that. Justice for St. Louis. Black man just doing his job and he first motherfucker shot. Justice for St. Louis. For Officer St. Louis. Justice for him.
2 years, 5 years experience. 2 years,
And I just want to say, justice for my nephew.
Justice for Daddy.
Justice.
What's his name? What's my name?
He's going to speak for 4 minutes.
How y'all doing? Yes. It was an unfortunate accident on March 21st.
I will have to give a shout out to this father. He's the only, he definitely looks presentable. So salute to him. He looks presentable and respectable. I really want to hear what he has to say.
I just talked to my son that day, like at 5:59. I didn't know that was going to be his last words to me. And I'm very hurt. I'm very hurt right now. And I talked to Mayor Johnson Sunday, and I explained to him that those officers need to be held accountable. And those officers need more training. You got young guys that's 2 years, 5 years experience, And I seen the tape yesterday and how they approached the car, and it wasn't the proper protocol, First of all, the way she came to the car, aggressive, using profanity, and then he rolled his window down. Then the other officers come on the side, trying to intimidate him, stuff like that. My son probably was scared,
And here's the thing, because we love to say this. He was scared. He would be scared. He was probably scared. I'm going to give y'all that. And here's the thing. If you believe that your son or your daughter is scared of the police, and you believe that your kids, if they get pulled over, that they going to be scared, you know what? It's irresponsible for you as a parent to let your kid be out in the world like that. I would not let my daughter go out and drive a car at 10 years old. You know why? Because first and foremost, she don't know how to drive. But second, she doesn't know how to handle herself around the police. She doesn't know that she could get pulled over and go to jail for driving. So I wouldn't want her to do that. That's all I'm saying. If your kids are scared, like y'all tell, and like I say this about the police, y'all hear me say this shit all the time. You can't be scared and be the police. I hate when police officers talking about, I was scared, that's why I shot and made it. Nope. Can't be scared and be the police, nigga. But same token, if you scared, you don't need to be out in the fucking world. Period. Point blank. And as a father, I would hope that he taught his son how to interact with the police. And if he didn't, shame on him.
it's been a known fact in Chicago that police always target black and brown communities, people, you know. And as my son got out pleading for help, they shot 96 times. 96. Yeah, it's too much. And then about 2 rounds. Come on, I'm watching that. Just imagine how your kids would feel if they got shot like that, you know. And
I think my kid would be in a lot of pain.
Pleading for help, begging, they still kept shooting. And when he was on the ground, I still had extra 4 shots.
And here's my thing. I get that. And that's debatable. But that still doesn't negate the fact that he's the one that escalated this whole goddamn thing. Because he didn't want to take a fucking ticket. He escalated this. And it's like we have this expectation for these police officers to be like fucking parents, and they're not. They don't know your kid.
It is not right. It's not right. It's not right. It's not right. And we need change. We need change in the city with the police reform. You know. Yeah. Walk into a car. You know, hoodies on, civilian clothes. Come on now. We need to straighten this out. And I just want to suggest it for my son. I want to see the officers held accountable. That's all I got to say.
Got you, Pops.
What did Fair Play say? She said, I've learned more from you about the police interaction than anyone, bro. I genuinely appreciate your knowledge. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Fair Play. But it's like we do all of this and we want all of this reform. We want the police to do better and all of that. And I get that. Here's my thing. I want parents to do better. I want parents to be reformed. And I want parents to teach their children how to be out in the world, how to carry themselves, protect themselves, and present themselves in the world. If you are a parent today, a black parent, a single black mama, a black father, whatever the fucking case may be, and you have not taught your children how to comply with the police, shame on you. You setting them up for failure. You setting them up for failure. Just saying. Or you're hoping that they one day will bring you a check. And that's just the reality of this. It's like, why would I not tell my child how to behave? Would you think that when my kid get to the age where they can start driving, that I'm not going to drill into them what they need to do, how they need to act and interact with the police, what the laws are, how to know the law, how to know how to call for a supervisor and all that shit? You don't think I'm going to make sure my kids know that shit? Them motherfuckers going to be like little police officers. But I tell you one goddamn thing they won't do. I can promise you that. They won't hold court in the street. And I'm telling you like this. As much as I love my children and would give my life for them without a second thought, if they go out in this world and they behave like that, I don't know what to tell them, except for
the upper room with Jesus.
I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear shit. You go and do some stupid shit like that and you don't listen to the police? But they did. You didn't listen. You trying to hold court in the street? You gonna get what you get. You're gonna get what you get.
Nicole Banks, mother of Dexter Reed.
Here we go.
So make sure you stay with her portion.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming. I just miss my son. I'm hurt. I'm sick. I feel like I've been shot. My insides is burning up. Why they did that to my son? They didn't have to do him like that. I love my son. He's a good kid. He played basketball. He always had something to do every day. wake me up in the morning, and he fixed me food. He was showing me how to cook his stuff, and he told me, "Mama, you eat something," and stuff like that. When I didn't feel good, he say exercise. He bought a Peloton bike for me to exercise, and he was a good kid. And why they did him like that, I just don't understand. What is wrong with the police is why they doing all these kids, pulling them over with for no reason.
Because they breaking the law, mama. And now I see why he wound up the way that he did. There it is.
All these kids, illegal stuff, they don't do nothing all the time.
They don't do nothing all the time. Illegal stops. Y'all want to know why this shit keeps happening? And I'm not saying just her, but this is like the blueprint for these women in the hood. This is the blueprint. They all think like this, they dress like this, and they all talk like this. And nobody thinks that this is problematic. Polices, this is an old grown woman. Polices, he telling me to eat something. He telling me to exercise. So that means what? He raising her. Because I can bet you this, his mama and his daddy, they ain't together. I can tell you that right off the bat. They're not together. The way that he came out and carried himself and the way that she's carrying herself, I promise you they ain't together.
They just be outside trying to find their way.
They just be outside trying to find their way. What does that mean? He's 26 years old and don't know how to pull over for the police? That's beyond unacceptable. 26 and don't know how to pull over for the police? He's scared. He's 26 years old, y'all. The polices.
Just bought his new car 3 days before that, and he was just riding around in his car. He said,
Riding around in his car with his gun. And why wouldn't he pull over for the police?
"I'm going for a ride." And they killed him. They killed him.
And there it is.
They killed him. They killed him.
It's James Gibb.
There it is.
Something is wrong here. Dead giveaway. Dead giveaway.
Charles, thank you very much.
Dead giveaway. Either she homeless or she got problems.
I'm just saying, man. Come on, dude. Come on, man. Did y'all just see that? All that time she been standing up there. All that time. And then she just hit the turbo from Breaking 2, Electric Boogaloo. She just started, or that nigga from Beat It. Beat It! You know when Slash is playing the solo and that nigga that's sitting there and he break dancing, he's this woman starts shaking like Radio Raheem. What the fuck? Why do we do that? Look at this shit.
He told me, "Mama, you eat something," and stuff like that. When I didn't feel good, he say exercise. He bought
Exercise,
a
mama. On the Peloton. He brought me a Peloton bike.
And he was a good kid.
Kid.
And why they did him like that, I just don't understand. What
This is
wrong with the
ridiculous.
police is Why they doing all these kids pulling
I'm
them
sorry,
over
man.
with no, for no reason.
For no
All
reason.
these kids, illegal stops, they don't do nothing all
Illegal
the time.
stops. They don't do nothing all the
They
time.
be outside trying to find
Their
He
way.
had just bought his new car 3 days before that, and he was just riding around in his car. He said, "Mom, I'm going for a ride."
There she go. And she bouncing. Bouncy, 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 bouncy. Fade to black.
It's James Gibson, tortured by John Burge and the Midnight Crew. Hello, everyone.
What'd he say? What the fuck? He say something in the Midnight Crew? What the? This is a fucking circus. What the fuck did he just say? What did he just say? Let me hear this nigga, man.
Wake me up in the morning.
Wake me up.
Why the stops, they don't do right.
Look at this shit.
They killed him.
They killed him. They killed him. Listen to this.
It's James Gibson.
James Gibson.
Tortured by John Burge and the Midnight Crew.
Tortured by John Berger and the Midnight Crew. What the fuck is that? Is that a group? That's some hip hop group or some shit.
My name is James Gibson. Enough! America! 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 How come y'all hate us so much? How come y'all hate us so much? We doing everything. We did everything y'all told us to do. Put your hands up. Put them up. And y'all still shooting us. America! 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 How come y'all hate us so much? Enough. There's no more need for investigations. The video clearly shows
Oh my God.
they shot the man on the ground. They jumping out gang banging with hoodies, with hoods on. America! America!
Do y'all hear this nigga?
America! How come y'all hate us so much? We
Do y'all see this shit?
Y'all told us to do. Put your hands up. Don't resist. Don't talk back. And now y'all even shooting us in the mouth.
He said shoot.
Gibson on land, man. There's no more need for any more investigations. We want to arrest him. We want to arrest him now. They shot that man down in the street, on the ground, in his mouth. America, America, America. How come y'all hate us?
Do y'all see? Do y'all see this shit? You're trying to tug on the hearts of America. And y'all coming up here with this bullshit sideshow. Are y'all kidding me? This is ridiculous. And look, this happened a month ago. They just did this a day or two ago. I want to say this was Tuesday or Wednesday. This is April 10th, I believe this when they did this. He died last month. America, why y'all hate us so much? America, why y'all do us like that? America, hold on, let me get it together. Hold on, I'm sorry. Let me do it the right way. Let me do it the right way. America, why y'all do us like that? America, why y'all hate us so much? America, why y'all do us like that? Y'all tell us to put our hands up and we say, what the fuck? Y'all tell us to pull our pants up and we say, hell no, fuck that. Y'all tell us to let our windows down and we don't clown. Y'all tell us to open up the door, and we say ain't no way, ho. America. Why y'all hate us so much? America. Why don't y'all just let us fuck? America. Y'all the ones that tell us what to do. America. We the ones that don't want to listen to you. America. Y'all ask us to be good niggas. America. Can't y'all see we just want to pull triggers? America. You tell us to put our hands up. America. And we say, bullshit, what the fuck? Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate that. Thank y'all. Thank you. I know. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I know. Enough. What the fuck y'all bring this nigga out here for? Next.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Miracle Boyd. I'm 22 years old. I'm a youth organizer.
Hey, look, y'all, this shit. Exactly. You can't make this shit up, man. She should have just came out and said, yes, my name is Miss Boyd. My name is Miracle Boyd, and man.
Organizer of Good Kids Mad City, and we are a youth-led gun violence prevention organization based on the south and west sides of Chicago. Our demands are simple. We demand the firing of the 5 officers who executed Dexter Reed while the investigation is still ongoing at this time. We demand an end to all traffic stops at this time and deem them unconstitutional.
Wow.
We demand that Mayor Brandon Johnson be held accountable for the officers on his force. And we demand for COPA, Superintendent Snelling, and Mayor Johnson to take immediate action and fire these officers. What I saw was police officers in streetwear clothing, blocking a man off, jumping out of unmarked vehicles, ambushing yet another black man just because they can.
Ambush. Do y'all hear this shit, man? Traffic stops are unconstitutional? Are you fucking kidding me?
This bitch got me.
Are you fucking kidding me? Man, these niggas here, man. I don't know what to say. These niggas here, look, if there was ever, they really don't give a fuck. These niggas will say anything to try to get $1. They will. They will say anything to try to get $1, dude. Traffic stops are unconstitutional. Are you fucking kidding me? Man, ain't no hope for
The
niggas.
city of Chicago has done this for hundreds of years at a time because our police departments are inherently violent and harmful to black and brown communities, organizers, black and brown people that look like me, that look like you, that look like you, that look like you, that look like all of us standing here demanding justice for Dexter Reed.
How many niggas done got shot looking like this white boy right here, this half-breed nigga right here? Show me that. This nigga in this fucking suit and tie wearing some fucking glasses. How many motherfuckers done got shot like that? I'll wait.
And I am a survivor of police violence.
Oh, wow.
And what I seen on that video.
Now she's a survivor too.
She's a survivor. She didn't just die.
She's a liar.
Executed by a
She just gon' talk, cause she going higher. She's a survivor, she's just a liar. She's gonna lie, so she can go higher. Whoa, 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 whoa. She's a survivor, no, she's a liar. She just gon' talk, so she can go higher. She's a survivor, no, she's a liar. She's just gon' talk, so she can go higher. This is ridiculous.
by the 11th district police officers, the same district who killed Pierre Lurie. And that is all.
Thanks, Mayor Cole. We're gonna wrap up with Pastor Abercrombie, who's
Thank
the
God.
pastor for the family of Dexter Reed.
Good afternoon. My name is John Abercrombie. I'm the senior pastor of Zoe Life Ministries, located at 5151 West Madison. Today, as we're here, certainly our hearts are heavy, and I've had the opportunity to have eulogized the family, son. And not only that, on yesterday, I had the opportunity for the very first time to come here and to see the video. And as I saw the video, I did all I could and basically just began to weep and to see the carelessness, the cold-bloodedness of what took place and how that this event happened. Certainly we're praying for our city. We pray that the people in the city will still be calm, and we wait to see what will happen, and we're just believing that justice will be prevailed. This family is going to have to live with this. They'll never ever forget it. And so with that being said, let us all be mindful of what we need to do as it pertains to these officers and the ones that were involved in this violent shooting. Again, we are calling for the officers that were involved, the one that continually shoot. And if you watch the video, there's one video where an officer loaded 3 clips. Well, there's a 9mm that shoots approximately 16 times. One officer firing over 48 shots is extreme. So that's a bit much.
Look at this nigga next to him.
When a young man gets out of the car
Crazy.
and his hands are up and he has nothing, normal procedure should have been maybe asking the question. And the question should have been, put your hands up and allow him to be arrested. But no, the shots continued and they poured out. Not only was there carelessness in the shooting, homes were right behind there. And
it's amazing to me how all of these grown ass niggas have acknowledged everything but what the fuck he did. It's amazing. And this is why I can laugh and joke at this shit, because they're just doing it for the bag. That's it. They're literally out here with this case, trying to build a case, getting people to sympathize with them, getting all these community activists. They're literally just doing it for a bag. That's all it is now. They haven't talked about the fact that this motherfucker shot first. They haven't talked about the fact that this motherfucker was non-compliant. They haven't talked about the fact that this motherfucker actually shot a police officer. Don't none of that matter. We just talking about the 96 rounds. It ain't that he got shot 96 times. It's 96 rounds. And you tell me what the round limit is for a fucking shootout with a person who's just shot you first. You tell me what the bullet count is. You tell me how many rounds are you allowed to shoot in a fucking shootout. Like it's as if that's a thing. These niggas ain't shit.
the police officers were not accurate in what they were shooting because they even shot their own vehicle up.
Because them motherfuckers in a fight for their life. I'm not counting rounds when I'm in a fucking gunfight for my life. How about this? There wouldn't have been no rounds if he would have never shot. How about that? Nobody's gonna say that?
So these are things that training and some other things need to be able
Oh my God.
So I'm praying
Look at this
for our
nigga over here. Boy, these niggas ain't
the
shit.
police department. But again, I'm praying for this family. I want all of you that are listening. Let's keep this family in mind, what they're going through, the mother and the father, the loss of their loved one and their children. God bless you. Thank you. We're going to have...
I tell you what, for anybody who may be asking, well, how many rounds should you be able to shoot? I'm going to shoot every fucking bullet I got until I am convinced that the threat is stopped. That's subjective for everyone. Plain and simple. Fuck that. You want to talk about how many rounds a motherfucker shooting? You want to talk about not shooting people? You want to talk about not pulling people over? How about this? Shut the fuck up and comply, and you don't have to worry about that. And then the minute when you shut up and you comply and you don't do no fuck shit, then you get shot, then you can be out here and I'll be right there with you calling for them police officers' jobs. I've done it before. I've said plenty of police officers should lose their job or go to jail because of them doing something that was just totally egregious. This ain't one of them cases. This is not one of those instances. That nigga shouldn't have did what he did. Period. I don't give a fuck if he's scared. I don't give a fuck what he thought. He was too grown and too fucking old to not know better. He shouldn't have did it. And he got what the fuck he asked for. What the fuck you think is going to happen when you shoot the police? When you shoot at the police? When you don't comply with the police? They can't see your gun. They can't see your hands. They don't know if you got a gun or if you do get one. If you do or if you don't. And guess what, people? He did have one. And not only did he have one, he fucking used it. And not only did he fucking use it, he actually shot a fucking police officer. So fuck that. You scared? Stay your punk ass in the house and don't go nowhere. You scared? Comply with the police when they pull you over. You scared? Fucking how about this? You just do what they asked you to do. You scared? Don't pull out a gun. This is ridiculous. And I'm going to tell you what it is, because we always see this. How many times have I done these videos and how many times have I said this? At the end of the day, all this shit that went down, ain't nobody talking about this kid. They just trying to secure the bag. Ain't nobody trying to help the next kid. They're just trying to secure the bag. Making unfucking reasonable fucking claims. We don't want people to make police to make traffic stops no more? Are you serious? Then when they motherfucking kid get hit by a drunk driver, then what you want to do? Well, we saw the guy swerving, but we can't make traffic stops no more. They should have did something. My baby was only 3. He was out in the streets by himself. And I understand that, but he got ran over. They ain't had to do him like that. Unfucking believable. I hope that this video helps somebody become a better version of themselves. I hope that somebody will see this, some young man will see this, and I'm going to tell you like this, young black men, whether your ass is in fucking Barrington, Illinois, or if your ass is in the Argyle Gardens on the west side, on O Block, or over east, let me tell y'all young niggas something, man. Stop thinking this shit is TV. This ain't no music video. This ain't no fucking game. Just do what the fuck the police say. Hear me. Even when you riding dirty. Because you either gonna get a ticket or you gonna go to jail. Worst case scenario, both. Unless you riding in the car and you got a motherfucking triple murder on your motherfucking ass and they looking for you, then I get it. You gonna bang out. Other than that, just go to jail, bro. Just go to jail, young man. Just go to jail, sir. Just go to jail, ma'am. You know why? Because after you do your 6 months, 3 months, 14 months, or whatever the fuck you gonna do, you're still gonna be alive and you're gonna come home. You get caught by the police and you got a gun, take the charge and go to jail because you're going to get to come home. You got some work in the car and you riding dirty, go ahead and go to jail because you're going to come home. Your insurance ain't right, your tags ain't right, you ain't got no seatbelt on. Go ahead and get your ticket and just go to jail if you got to because you get to go home. When you don't listen to the police, when you shoot at the police, or when you shoot a police officer, I can promise your ass ain't going home. And then you're going to have a bunch of niggas you don't know, like a bitch in a puffy red coat, a nigga with a ball cap on and some sunglasses that you don't fucking know, a preacher who church you probably ain't been to in I don't know how many years, standing up talking about you. Because they trying to get a bag. I hope these young niggas can hear this. I hope somebody's sending this to a young man so he can realize, hey man, it's only jail and it's only a ticket. You can survive both of them. You can't survive 96 gunshots. You can't survive 1 gunshot. Trust and believe. It's a whole lot easier to just listen to the police, do what they tell you, and get your ticket or go to jail than it is for you to do this shit. Because when you do this stupid shit, all they gonna do is put your ass on a t-shirt, make some take a piece of paper and put some wings on it with your picture, and stretch your ass out in a pool pit somewhere one last time while your folks fall the fuck out, shaking and gyrating and shit on camera. That's all you're gonna get. Because once this case is over, once the lawsuit is done or settled, and once the funeral is over with, they ain't gonna say shit else about your name, bro. They ain't gonna say shit else about you, bro. They gonna go to Louis, Gucci, Cadillac, Disney World, to the mall, to wherever, and they gonna live off of your death a better life. And as fucked up as that sound, that's the reality of it. Y'all click that like button, click that subscribe button, man. Thank you guys so much. I love y'all. Peace, and I'm out, man. Damn.